Tonight, we take you across England to the nation's capital. Week 12 of the Ultimate League's primetime showcase brings us a pre-season and playoff rematch. Tottenham have had the upper hand in both, but Arsenal coming to this one higher up the table, so something has to give. Tottenham Hotspur back on the lights for the first time since week 2, and while a lot has changed under Thomas Frank, the consistency has not. Spurs were out on the back of a 3-1 win over RB Leipzig last week, with Xavi Simons, once a Red Bull himself, finally catching fire. A brace on the night, 3 goals in his last 2 games, and signs that something serious is brewing. A win tonight would send Spurs into 3rd place, heading into the 3rd monthly recap of the season. Across the pitch stand Arsenal, a side we saw just 2 weeks ago in a 3-1 win over Athletic Bilbao, and that one let a huge opportunity slip through their fingers last week. A jaw-dropping 5-5 draw at the Emirates leaves mixed emotions, with Victor Gyökeres' hat-trick the lone bright spot. The big Swede now sits on 13 goals, following the Golden Boot race. Victory tonight would see the Gunners leapfrog Barcelona and claim the number 1 seed. Thomas Frank makes 4 changes from the side that beat Leipzig. Brennan Johnson has gone entirely into Selhurst Park, while Lucas Bergveld, Wilson Oliver and Archie Gray all in their first starts. Defensive depth stacked on the bench. Mikel Arteta also rings the changes. Club captain Martin Odegaard returns to midfield, replacing Erebice Eze, while Pedro Capie comes in for Ricardo Calafiori at left back. Nona Madueke slots onto the bench, while Maurice Lewis Skelly drops out of the squad. So here we go, another English derby under lights. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is bouncing, white versus red. Bragging rights on the line. Game on in the North London derby. It's going to straight back away to Xavi Simons now. This is Pedro Porro. What a challenge! Oh, I thought he got the ball. It's an early penalty for Spurs. Capia, the new addition, immediately goes from hero to 0. And Richarlison has got a massive chance to give Tottenham an early edge. It's got to be against David Raya though. Richarlison misses! And misses badly! Goodness me, what a miss. Odegaard now from the centre, into Saka, and he levels it straight at Vicario. Yeah, the first corner for Set Piece FC of this game. Saka. To Zimeni, goes short, Saliba will win the header, and he'll force Vicario to launch into the air and tip it over. Here we go, POV save this one. Oh, that is gorgeous. Zimeni now towards Gyökeres. Declan Rice. Trossard. Away from the space, finds Declan Rice, and he lines one up. Another save by Vicario. How Spurs needed him last year when Arsenal won 5-1 at this ground. Keeping the scores level yet again in the opening 15. And will advance up the pitch, and off go Arsenal chasing it. Timber. He delivers it towards Rice, he can do! It's a free header for the English CDM. And you have to admit that he should have done better there. Remains 0-0. Plenty of chances for Arsenal, however. Bergvall. Now Xavi Simons. He goes to Paulinho, and that sets up Lucas Bergvall. Out to Simons. Laid off forward, Charleston lines the shots up and saved by David Raya. Spaniard's 6-0 leg. It's a very entertaining 0-0 so far. Gyökeres. Saka in for Arsenal and smothered by Vicario. That's another save to this match's collection for him. Spurs called, and once again, their incredible Italian to the rescue. A fourth corner now for Arsenal. Zumendi chips up Saliba again. Van de Ven will win the aerial duel this time. Zumendi takes it away from Odegaard. Odegaard. Saka keeps it. Goes down! Penalty! We saw a similar experience in our last game that has been televised. Newcastle against Aston Villa. When the Magpies missed one and then Aston Villa scored theirs quite a few minutes later. Can Arsenal do the same? Victor Gyökeres to tie Oyan Sunset and Erling Haaland on 14 ultimately goals for the season. Here we go. Scores! And the away end erupts as Arsenal land the first blow. Not much Ricardo can do about that one. Not being from a play yet, but finally beaten in the game. That might be the only way you can do at this rate. It's a powerful penalty from Gyökeres though. No keeper in the world is saving that one. Here's Victor Gyökeres. Odegaard, Saka again, being ever so dangerous. And it's gone through the keeper. And he still manages to gather it in his gloves. Incredible. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Spurs can break it again here. Saka. He's not Jet Spence on toast for the minute. Odegaard to Gyökeres. Still Odegaard, Zumendi into Gyökeres. And another save by Vicario. That's maybe 7th of the game. He's been a busy boy. That way has seen a lot of action. Arsenal pressure. They can break out here. Bergvall looking forward. Charleston on the... Oh, he goes for Oliver instead. He's making another darting run himself. Lays into Simmons. There's the Charleston! Beautiful Tottenham goal. It's got on the brakes of a prolific season for the Brazilian. And this is so well taken. Well, the man's defence is in the Ultimate League collapses. And Spurs are right back in it. Game on in North London. Romero gets that little footing ahead of him. Polina. Descended by Declan Rice. Odegaard. Saka. Into Gyökeres. That was nearly number 15. And he knows it. He's been in prolific form. 6 goals in his last 4. Charleston off, Mateus Till on. Looking for Gyökeres and he'll take it away from Romero. Arsenal are in here. Being bullied away. Here's Saka now. 1-on-1. Goal! That should do it! Spurs backline immediately falters as soon as the captain gets brought out of play. Saka keeps his run. And they're too far away to catch up with him. Blasted past Vicario into the roof of the net. Here's Xavi, Simmons down. They could have it here. Oh, David Raya. Deserved applause from his back line. A big time start from a big time goalkeeper. How he managed to keep that out of the net, I will never know.